Summer is here and I've got 10 pieces and a whole lot of fun techniques for you to try out for yourself and unleash your creativity. I've put together all of my favorite colorful tutorials so you can sit back, relax and get inspired. Don't forget to comment your favorites below once you've seen them all. Number 1. Palette knife bouquet. We are going to start off gentle with a floral piece that uses many fun and delicate colors. The palette knife technique I use in this one can also be really useful for any kind of artwork. Let me show you how. Because I don't have any big brushes, I'm only going to use palette knives for the background, so it's going to be a bit more textured. I picked some colors just for the beginning, but as usual I'm going to play and see which ones I like while I'm mixing them with white. So we've got phthalo blue. I would like some blue hint and a selection of browns and yellow ochre, raw sienna, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and a color I have never used before, raw umber. I'm very intrigued. Like those dots. That was yellow ochre, pretty similar, raw sienna. Shall we use this rusty tool? Let's see what happens. Whoa. Oh. You're blending in the colors. As I said, I do want them lighter, especially towards the edges. I want my bouquet to be obviously somewhere in the middle. And this section is going to be dark. I spread the colors with this and I quite like it. This is me planning the background for my flowers. Very intuitive process. There's no really right or wrong here. Let me just really roughly put some color on the vase. Of course it's not going to look like this, but just so that you know where the vase is. So we've got this kind of consistency. Will give us some impression of some petals. Bigger, smaller, it's all right. Or even whole flowers. I do like turning because then I can reach 4 petals or 5 petals. I don't think it matters. Some creamy color. Not sure if they are the same flowers or different. Maybe a bit of gold as well. Now a couple of highlights on the darkest flowers. This is not pure white now, it's lighter blue. This is the time for adding gold leaf. I think so. I personally prefer ripping smaller pieces. I don't like wasting too much. Now let's brush it off. Number 2. Making art with eggs. This next technique is very unique. We'll be making a colorful hummingbird with eggs. It really makes you ask yourself, what came first, the artwork or the egg?
Have you ever painted with eggs? Because I haven't, and I am intending to do it today. Okay, I hope I'm not going to mess it up here in front of you. You see what a bad cook. No, I'm not a bad cook, but... So what do you think I will need? Correct. I just need the shells. I know that in the olden times, eggs were paint ingredients, but I'm not capable of producing a proper oil paint with eggs, but I'm capable of breaking them. Now I'm going to wash these thoroughly and I'll be back. This is so much fun. Lovely. I can put it aside for now. I can meticulously turn them this way, all of them. I don't think it matters. I definitely... Oh, I've got more. I've got so much more. Yay. Oh my goodness. This is great. Scrunching them up. What do you think? Yeah, let's be brave. Black. Might spray a little bit of water so it's easier to move my brush. Look at that. hummingbirdy colors. Light blue, brilliant yellow green, brilliant purple, process magenta. I want some dark underneath, but I definitely don't want that much. Oh, how nice. Brilliant purple. Yeah. Do what pleases you, you know, if that makes you smile, play some more with it. I bought a new tub of all-purpose filler and I'm going to make some paste. Get some left over here, testing how it flows. Let me do the second layer here. Now everything inside is going to be covered. Time to fill it up. Oh, this is going to be fun. I was going to say that because it does feel like decorating a cake that I've never done. And now the feathers I'm going to apply this way. When I paint them, I'll accentuate some of the feather marks. Now all the vibrant colors. Phthalo turquoise, brilliant yellow, some purple, and magenta. Let's start with this one. What a pretty color. I want this bird to be as colorful as possible. Probably best starting with the lighter and then adding darker shadows. I am going to add cobalt blue and perhaps ultramarine. At the moment I am trying to cover the whole bird with patches of color, and then I'll be focusing on individual plumage. Once everything is painted, I will be applying lighter values to sort of identify the individual feathers here. So I am applying purple now to the beak, and I think it comes to life really nicely. Number 3, pouring with intent. I would like to call this next technique the British pour because it's similar to a Dutch pour, but you use the hairdryer to spread the paint with intention and then embellish the piece to create a wonderful floral artwork. Also, if you're enjoying so far, please consider leaving a like below the video. It really helps me out a lot. Yeah, that's going to be unusual. Yellow. I wonder how yellow is going to behave here, honestly. I don't know. I added a very small amount of orange to this yellow. Not sure how this will behave with the yellow. I do want some darker purple as well. I'm worried that my flower is a bit too low. Right, so I'm going to drop that. Okay. Okay, I can work with this, absolutely. I can also enhance certain sections if I think that will benefit from, for example, a little bit of magenta. Plenty of those interesting stripes on its petals. Now, I am going to enhance all the dark sections, saying that I want it really dark. The problem is that for good coverage, I always add a little bit of white. That's why it's not as dark as I would like it to be. But my second coat will make it darker. I also used this technique on another colourful flower. I'll show you how that one turned out too. Let's move this side first. So this is my darkest value, ultramarine, plus this deep purple. I am going to add a little bit of this turquoise to black, like little dots. Adding more and more of these.
Number 4, palette knife part 2. I've shown you a delicate result with the palette knife. Now let me show you a bit more of a crazy result with this technique. What's more colorful and summery than a delightful meadow?
It's more blended. I'm not even using water at all. Need a bit more green here. I am using phthalo green and yellow ochre to build up another layer. Dark green. I added some black here. Look. Okay, there you go. Yes, yes, yes. Smaller splatter as well. It looks so cool with the dark background. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What do we have here? All the colors, not all my colors, but plenty. Basically, I don't think I'm even going to mention them because there's so many. Completely random purples, reds, ultramarine, brilliant green, violet, blush, turquoise, cobalt blue, magenta. Quickly touch some sections that would benefit from this color. I don't know. You see, on purpose, I'm not trying to shape petals too accurately because we want this wild mess. By the way, you know, both of my screens are all splattered. Mix those two. Okay, that's a nice one. Definitely need something like this. It's going to be perhaps white lupin. What do you think? Really touching the surface with the brush, not trying to really create the shape of a plant. I think it resembles lupin enough. So as usual, while I'm working, I am changing and adapting. I kind of want to be able to recognize what's what. These could be violets. These I have to find a name for because I'm not sure. I definitely know what these are, but I don't know the botanical name. Adding yellow makes everything look more cheerful. Oh, that's a lot. I remember I had this very, very special spoon. I think I was in primary school I got it. It didn't look so black, but I still have it. It's amazing. Where do I make my first poppy? So far, I'm happy. That's really, really, really thick and rich. I was so concerned, but I think that's fine.
Number 5, balloon dips. Creativity is only limited by your imagination. You can even use tools as silly as a balloon to get some fantastic results. In this piece, I will show you how I used one to make a rich red and pink flower bouquet.
I'm going to show you today's star. This probably holds the Guinness World Book of Record for the oldest working balloon. Definitely as old as the channel. It's probably way older than that because I started on Instagram before I came on YouTube. It's much better with a bit of white. We've got cafe latte, probably blended a bit more. But I want it quite messy. I want the flowers to be not too big actually. I don't know, some bigger, some smaller. I'm thinking that they might be a bit too small. Have I forgotten how to do it? Possible. Gold in the middle. I did say I want a mess, didn't I? Yes. Yes, so at least you know. A tiny balloon and a bigger balloon. Let's start with the bigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is way too big. I didn't want it so big. So now I'm going to be wiping the balloon off. I can also use the same paint and apply it in a couple of places. Whoa. It's about the color choices, you know. I don't know if I picked the right colors. This maybe is still the best. Oh, nice. I love that. You know, if you don't like some of them, just remove them. Make another one.
Number 6. Texture paste flowers. On the topic of the color red, this next one is fiery. I'll show you how I use some texture paste to make this heliconia.
I will be using a brush to tidy up my mess, especially when I start. I have to get back to your rhythm. One done, 20 to go, roughly. Deciding which colors go where. I start with the mid greens. Now it's going to be a little bit tricky with the yellow, orange, red and green. I know it. Take me some time to figure out what I want where and how to avoid lots of brown. I really like using I think it's probably one of my favorite techniques, using a hairdryer with a pour deeper yellow.
Interesting. Why is this so white? I need to do something about this one.
I'm going to use the straw. Adding scarlet. Very light yellow, is like lemon yellow. It goes very well with the green in the background and yellow together.
Number 7. Colourful parrot. What's more colourful than a parrot? Surely not many things, so how could I not include this birdie on my list? We are going to combine a few fun techniques for this one and use some stencils to make a background that is extremely unique.
This is the stage that you put them wherever you want, however you imagine. That's a nice dark green. I've got so many. Mixing and mixing, and then I've got a lot. The darkest colours at the bottom, as usual. It's kind of my personal preference. Who will like all those green colours? My mum, she's a great fan of greens. Hi, Mum. Maybe I'll use this one on the bird because this is more like bluish green. Oh my goodness, this is ultramarine, a very, very vibrant blue, but of course it's going to mix with the greens. When you use a hairdryer, the colors blend. I am going to move it a little bit because I don't want to use too much paint. Yep. I'm going to paint the parrot white. So I am actually going to draw the leaves, or roughly, you know, they don't have to be identical, of course. I can cut it straight away if I want to, or I can prepare as many as I want. Yep. Let's do it this way, at an angle. Applying darker, lighter, to make it look more interesting. Oh yeah, pretty. I am more than happy with all those. Put them all together. Yes. Did I say a huge thank you to all of you who wanted a parrot? Thank you for your patience. I do take notice, but sometimes it takes time. I'm covering this orange with very, very thick Naples yellow because that will cover it nicely and quickly. Each parrot is slightly different with regards to green as well. Some have more, some have less. Now we've got 3 blues. light blue permanent. I tried here and it was way too light. I've got cobalt blue and ultramarine, which might be good for the very endings. The first layer doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to add some shadows and highlights later. I'm spending some time making some improvements to the feathers, so I'm trying to blend in the green with the yellow. Number 8. Poppies that pop. Next on the list is one of my favorite flowers to paint ever, and we're going to start heading into the direction of my favorite color with the background on this one. So let's just start with the lightest one. This section on top is for the white. That's the second blue. Maybe I'll repeat some of the colors at the bottom. Now this is titanium white with 2 drops of silicone. Put the white just at the edge here. Well, basically cover the edge with this white. Ready for the swipe. That's the most exciting bit. So this is my napkin, just a regular paper towel. I'm spraying it with water. Not too much. You don't want it soaking wet, but you want it damp. I was going to try again, but I love it. I don't know which ones I like the most. Look at the white. Oh my. Oh, look at the dark blue. Look at the dark blue. The lacing is insane. As usual, I want to do the flowers in a different way. I want to just test another option here on a silicone mat, just like the one you use for baking. So this is the darkest, alizarin crimson. This is a really lovely dark color. I'll try maybe one just layering dot. I think this one is going to be without any orange and a small amount of black. Okay, let's try and blow now. I'll be trying to shape a poppy. Oh, these colors are rather beautiful. Just wanted one of the petals lighter. Oh, I love it. My poppies are all dry and now the most exciting part for me, I just love it. Super, super satisfying. Look at this. Some of them are thicker, that's easier. That's the little bud. This one looks pretty thin. Before, you can use various materials to do it. You can actually spray some adhesive onto the flower. You can paint directly onto them. You can use PVA. But I wanted to use white acrylic paint. Butterfly. We've just made some flowers that you could peel off a silicone mat. How about an entire butterfly? If you didn't know how you could do this, then you've got to surely check this one out. I'm going to draw it on tracing paper, baking paper, wherever. This is my silicone mat. Okay, I can move easily. You can go over some sections. I think I want more sections exposed, so I'm going to do this. At the moment, I can't imagine what it will look like in black. I like the not knowing, you know, because it's going to be a surprise for me as well. So this is part one. Now this one will go this way, and I can see everything, so I'll just do it the same way. Oh, I love peeling off glue gun. was trying to make the inner parts a bit thinner than the outer ones. Yay! Ready! I'm going to heat it up a bit to eliminate the wispy bits. I pulled some of them off, but there are still some left. I do have some black spray paint, so I will go outside and I'm going to spray it. This paint, this car paint, is ultra fast drying. I can touch it. Wow. So these are some of the blues. Phthalo blue, I used cobalt blue, pearl glacier blue and pearl turquoise. So we've got gold as well. I have no idea what the outcome will be. If you're wondering, I'm just using my gut feeling, and in my mind I can see how I want it to go, and then I'm trying to match the picture in my head to what's going to happen on the canvas. Okay, so we've got like a little explosion here. Honestly, I don't know what will happen. When I checked the consistency, it was very similar, but now it feels so much thicker. Light blue. I'm going to make a puddle here. I'm going to use a brush. Number 10, blue feather. What's an AB top 10 list without a feather? This is one of my most popular and most colorful pieces ever, and it features my toothy swipe technique. These are the colors we're going to be using today. We have gold, lilac, electric blue, pearl amaranth red, rose, phthalo green, titanium white, deep violet by Dalerani. There's one more thing we have to do. We are going to prepare my special tools. And I've noticed that actually quite a few people have been trying them on Instagram as well. Just regular kitchen towel. So we've got those little paws or little crowns, whatever you wish. Those techniques that I use, I actually don't need that much paint. Spreading it like icing the cake. Okay, so now since I've got this, I am going to start layering my colors in the middle. I think I've changed the shape slightly. Okay, so the middle part will be blue. Now you can see the selection of all the paints. So what I've decided, I'm going to add 1 drop of silicone. In this case, it's coconut hair serum to some of the colors because I want to create some cells just for fun. So a bit of green. I'm not sure whether to add the colors all along the length of the feather or just some greens here, maybe some purples here. I'm not sure. It's up to you how you spread the colors. Okay, time for some purples. Rose. It's a lovely color. I didn't have to use so many colors, but since I mixed them, why not? That's so pretty. Wow, lovely colors. I think I'll do the other side now. Just touching it gently. I think I should start with my swiping tool now. It's harder doing it on this side, so I have to come back to that.
Nice, love the colors. Okay, so what I'll be doing now, I'm just going to fix the sections I'm not too happy with. Dip the chain in here. Oh, managed. There we are. I hope you enjoyed this look back at some of my favorite colorful techniques. Please let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. If you want to check out more of my content, you can find extended versions of my tutorials on Patreon. And you can also own the original pieces by heading over to my website, abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.